Update: U.S. health officials on Monday cut isolation restrictions for Americans who catch the coronavirus from 10 to 5 days and similarly shorten the time that close contacts need to quarantine. Read more here. With COVID cases continuing to rise after many gathered for the holidays over the weekend, what should you do if you or someone you were with tests positive for coronavirus? As families and friends gather to celebrate Christmas, New Year's and other holidays, many are looking for information on how long to quarantine, how long they might be contagious, when is the best time to get tested after exposure and more. Here's a look at the guidance from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on what to do if you test positive or believe you were exposed to someone who has. How soon might symptoms appear? According to the CDC, COVID symptoms can appear anywhere from 2 to 14 days after someone is exposed to the virus. Anyone with symptoms should get tested for COVID. When should you get a COVID test? Those who have been fully vaccinated and around someone who has COVID-19 are recommended to get tested between 5 and 7 days after their exposure, according to the most recent guidance from the CDC, though previous guidance had been between 3 and 5 days. Those who develop symptoms should get tested as symptoms develop, but if a test is negative and symptoms persist, another test might be needed a few days later, particularly for those who use at-home test kits. So if someone is having symptoms and they get a negative test, 1, it depends on the sev. If you're having severe symptoms, we don't want you to just do a home test either, said Dr. Nimmi Rajagopal, the Associate Chair of the Department of Family and Community Medicine for Cook County Health. We want you to call your doctor's office and make sure that they have an opinion here, because there are of course other things like the flu that are out there that can mimic symptoms or have similar symptoms. But if you're having symptoms and they're kind of mild and lingering and you use the at-home test and it's negative, we want you to take the precautions and then retest in 3 to 5 days. And that's why most of these kits actually come with 2 tests. When is someone with COVID contagious? A person with COVID-19 is considered infectious starting 2 days before they develop symptoms, or 2 days before the date of their positive test if they do not have symptoms.